Welcome back to episode 3 of the Arsenal Save, and up in today's episode we have the first match of the Champions League away to Union Berlin, and then we have a massive game in the Premier League away to Newcastle. Before we get started any of that though guys, I have a goalkeeping disaster to talk of. We have two number ones effectively at the club, but it doesn't matter if they're both injured, does it? Wow, absolutely horrendous. As you can see here, Aaron Ramsdale picked up an injury in the last episode there. He is out for another 12 days to 3 weeks. And just in the last game, David Raya was forced off injured. And now he's out between 4 to 5 weeks with a broken hand. So yeah, the goalkeeping debate is officially over for now because we only have one more goalkeeper to talk of. And that is Carl Jacob Hein, the Estonian number one. He has to be in our sticks now for the next couple of games at least. And as you can see here, he is clearly not good enough, is he? He is clearly not good enough to be our number one. Absolutely disastrous. Can't believe Raya picked up an injury. Well, good news, I had Hein on the bench as well for that game. He came in and finished off the game against Burnley quite well, shall I say, with a 7.1 there. But it was at home to Burnley, so not much of a test. And when you consider we've got games against PSG and Liverpool coming up in recent times, absolutely disastrous. Talking of disasters, another disaster was the actual transfer window. Terrible. I managed to bring in 0 signings for the club, which is, very, very annoying. I tabled another loan bid for Osimhen, this time with an optional future fee of £150 million, because we couldn't afford the mandatory future fee of £86 million from next season's transfer budget. I decided let's put an optional future fee of £150 million in there. I had no ambition to match that at all, of course, and his minimum fee release clause would still stay in there, but Victor Osimhen, he decided that he's too good to come on loan to the mighty Arsenal, and he rejected that bid, so he was left without him as well, which is very, very annoying. Also, I tried to sign Tchouaméni from Real Madrid on deadline day with an initial loan and a mandatory future fee in there as well, but unfortunately we ran out of time. So yeah, disastrous on the transfer window front. And also I sold another player as well with the ambition to bring in Tchouaméni. I sold El Neni to Ajax for £7 million, but yeah, we were left in a... Yeah, I've definitely massively messed up this transfer window, to be honest with you. I've made our team weaker, effectively. I've sold Nketiah and El Nini, and now I've been left with 23 players in the first team squad. Well, 24 now. That's because Hilson has been called up as a backup goalkeeper. So ignore Hilson. We've got 23 people in the first team squad, and 3 of them are goalkeepers. So, wow. I am in one hell of a pickle in terms of the squad depth at the moment. Hopefully, we don't have an injury crisis before now in January, and then maybe I can bring in a couple of squad players to make up the team. But yeah, I was very excited because I thought I'd be able to get Osimhen and Tchouaméni in through the door. And what 2 signings that would be to strengthen the club. But unfortunately, I was able to get none of them. As you see here, though, we've got £33 million in the transfer budget, 277k under the wage budget. But unfortunately, due to next season only being 46 million for now, I was unable to bring in either Osimhen or Tchouaméni with that mandatory future fee. So absolutely disastrous in the transfer front. Hopefully it doesn't backfire too much, and as I said, hopefully we avoid an injury crisis. We have an injury crisis at the moment in terms of the goalkeeping positions, but luckily every other position seems to be alright at the moment. In terms of the recent results though guys, it's been an iffy start to the season, shall we say. Won every game apart from one, but in our biggest test of the season, apart from the Man City game, we lost it very comfortably. Obviously beat Chelsea 4-0 at home in the last episode, which was nice, but after that, away to Aston Villa, we got battered 3-0. Terrible. It was 0-0 at half-time, looking alright. It's an even game. You probably even argue the case we edging the game, but in the second half, Ezri consummated 1-0. Diaby then made it 2-0. After that point, I went attacking, left us thin at the back, and Zaniolo got a third in the 94th minute to win the game 3-0 for Villa. So that was a shocking defeat, has to be said. I know Villa are a good team, but we're looking to win the league title this season, or challenge for the league title at least. Can't be losing away to Villa 3-0, can you? Fortunately, we won the next 3 games after that, but that was against Crystal Palace, Bournemouth and Burnley. Beat Palace at home 2-0. We then beat Bournemouth away 3-1, and then we just beat Burnley at home 3-0, where David Raya went off injured after 60 minutes or so. So, yes, we're sitting up with 4 wins and 1 loss in the league so far, so not terrible. Also won a competition, of course, but, the games we have won, we were expected to win, and the one game was a little bit of a test for us in the league. We lost 3-0 very comfortably, so... yeah, not the best. Let's see if we can beat Newcastle away in today's episode. If we can, then things are looking a lot rosier, has to be said. Talking of the Champions League, obviously in real life, Arsenal have PSV, Sevilla and RC Lens, I believe, in their group. This time round, they're given a harder group than that, to be honest. We've got PSG in there, Real Sociedad and Union Berlin. So, yeah, not an easy group at all and not a guarantee that we're going through to the next stage. I'd like to think we will do, because we're obviously a better team than Real Sociedad and Union Berlin, but they are definitely two hard places to go, that is for sure. And we start off with Union Berlin away here. If we don't win this first game, then we could be in trouble in this Champions League group stage. Maybe I'm overestimating PSG a little bit. To be honest, is there much difference in Arsenal and PSG? I think a lot of people might say Arsenal are better than PSG, but the problem with PSG is they have got a little player called Kylian Mbappe, who is rather good. So that is a big problem for us, but we shall see what happens. If we win our home games, then we should go through, to be honest, and obviously, hopefully, beat either Union Berlin or Real Sociedad away from home, and we should be all right. But I am very nervous about this group, to be honest. I played with Man United on last season's FM beta, and we got knocked out to Real Sociedad in the Europa League, I believe, in the group stage. So, yeah, not looking forward to playing them. But all in all, it's been I say iffy start to the season. We have won 5 out of 6 games, including the competition, but that Aston Villa away loss there really, really did annoy me. But anyway, let's get to this first game then, the first Champions League game of the series, away to Union Berlin. And in terms of the team sheet, we've got Hein in goal, of course. We've got Tomiyasu right back, Zinchenko left back. We've got Saliba and White centre backs. Then we've got Jorginho, Partey and Odegaard in midfield. Saka on the right wing, Martinelli on the left wing, and Jesus up front. So Jesus scored 2 goals in the last episode. He hasn't scored since then. So yeah, now I'm looking like I'm very much missing Osimhen. I can't believe I could have brought in Osimhen and Tchouaméni. And unfortunately, I didn't bring any of them in. It's probably one of my worst transfer windows ever, to be honest. I can't believe I didn't bring a player in. I was trying so hard to bring in Osimhen and then Tchouaméni that I completely just ignored the transfer deadline, to be honest. And then next thing I know, the transfer deadline is completely over with and we have no players to bring in. So that is disappointing. Zinchenko has been injured for the last couple of weeks. It's his first start since then. He did come on against Burnley there. Jorginho starts today's game as well because Declan Rice is suspended for 2 games. I don't know why he's suspended. Did he get sent off in the final for West Ham Europa Conference League? And I'm pretty sure he didn't. I watched that game. I'm pretty sure he didn't get sent off. So I don't know what's going on there. And he's never played Champions League football before because he only played for West Ham. I don't remember the last time they played Champions League football. So yeah, I don't quite know what's happened there. But he's banned for 2 games for the Champions League, Declan Rice. So that is very, very annoying. He's been brilliant so far this season. With a 7.48 average rating. Probably been the best player of the season so far. Also, obviously, Ramsdale and Raya are injured. Gabriel's picked up another injury. He's out for 3 days. He hasn't started the season too well either, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about the centre midfielder depth, to be honest, for the season. That's why when I saw Tchouaméni pop up, I really wanted to sign him, to be honest. He'd be a great midfielder to get in. The depth of the midfield department is not great at all, especially with me selling El Neni as well now. So I really wanted to sign Tchouaméni. I do think that Tchouaméni might have been more important to bring in than Osimhen, to be honest, towards the end of the window, because in the forward options, we have quite a lot of depth. The problem is we haven't got really too many out-and-out strikers at the club. Only Jesus, really, and that is debatable whether he's an out-and-out striker. So that is problematic, but the centre midfield department does worry me. Obviously, Timber is a player who could play there. He's out for the entire season. Kivior can play there as well, but yeah, I'm not too happy with the cover there. But anyway, first Champions League game of the series. We've got to start off with a win here, away to Union Berlin. Before we get started with this first game though, guys, please remember that if you do like this video, hit that like button for me. It's very important for the video success. And also, if you're new around here and you want to see more from me, do hit that subscribe button as well. It also really helped me out and much appreciated. So let's get going then, away to Union Berlin. What do we say here? With favourites here. I don't think Union Berlin are actually that good, to be honest. I don't really watch too much Bundesliga football. Obviously, their rise to where they are now is quite incredible. You know, two or three, well, not 2 or 3, but 5 seasons ago, I only knew of one team in Berlin. That was Hertha Berlin, of course. And now suddenly, Union Berlin are by far the best club in that city. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. They're setting up with a very defensive style of play there. We've got our first highlight of the game. It's a chance for them, but it goes wide of the mark. Yeah, obviously Hein in goal as well. He does get first team football, well, international football for Estonia, but no disrespect to Estonia, they're not exactly a very big nation in terms of football, are they? So, yeah, he's not a great player. Anyway, Martinelli's there, though. While I talk about that, Martinelli puts us 1-0 up in the game. He's had on and off injuries at the start of the season here, but he's back into the first team now, and he scored with a header after just 6 minutes. So that has eased my nerves a little bit here in the Champions League, that is for sure. One thing I've noticed about FM24, by the way, guys, is normally it takes a bit of time for the goals to go in from a highlight. I feel like it's been quickened up this season, and you blink and you'll miss it basically with some of the highlights here. Normally it's a big build-up to when you score a goal, apart from if it's a set piece, of course. So yeah, that's something interesting about the game here. Anyway, 1-0 up in the game. What the match momentum in the game as well. As I said, I really do think we need to win this one. Really do think we need to win this one. We can pick up 10 points in the 4 games against Union Berlin and Real Sociedad. That should see us go through. So hopefully we can do that. And hopefully we can beat PSG at home. I'm not going to be scared of PSG. We beat Man City this season already. They're the best team in the world. No reason to think we can't beat PSG at home. Anyway, 24 minutes in. Here's Saka. Had an alright start to the season. Nothing special. Here's Martinelli. Again, he's already scored today. Will he score again? Oh, my word. Martinelli could have shot there, to be honest. But he didn't. We got a corner. Odegaard to take it, though. It's cleared. Not very convincingly, though. Back to the keeper, Schwolow? Not entirely sure. The best position so far has been the 2 DMs, to be honest. Partey and Rice. And that's why I'm very worried about if one of them gets injured for a long time. We've got real problems in that midfield department. Real problems. Jorginho can come in, but he's not exactly amazing, is he? Let's be honest, Jorginho. He's alright as a backup option, but the only backup option is Jorginho. That's a problem. Zinchenko shoots, but it goes over the bar there. We've dominated this first half so far, though. Union Berlin yet to have a shot on target in the match. We're looking quite good. We've got another corner now. Odegaard to take it. Partey's there. Almost hits the bar. White. Oh, wow. How's he missed? I was just about to mention Ben White there, because he scored 2 goals from set pieces already this season, Ben White. So that's nice. And he should have scored again, to be honest. Oh, Arsenal in his first half, though. Martinelli's there. And he scored his 2nd goal of the game. How important could he be in the season? Could he be our new striker? Could I switch Martinelli and Jesus up? Not sure. Not sure. He scored 2 goals on the left-hand side here today. And suddenly we're in a commanding position now. It's almost a carbon copy of the first goal. That was coming from our throw in there as well. Martinelli unmarked in the box. And look at that. The match momentum in the first half here. All yellow. Represents our away kit, of course. And at half-time, it's a very commanding lead. So, yeah, I'm relatively happy here. I'm relatively happy. It's definitely not an easy game. Although we're making it look quite easy at the moment. Here's Jorginho. Becker wins the ball back there. There's a clean tackle. Everyone could see that. He passes it back to the goalkeeper now. Here's Bonucci. Is that Leonardo Bonucci? He plays for Union Berlin now? Interesting. Anyway, here's Kevin Volland. Yeah, some familiar players here. Volland, Gosens as well. I knew he played for them. Wasn't entirely sure about Bonucci though. And I knew Gerardo Becker played for them as well. And he scored against us. Wow. At the start of the second half here, they're back into the game. Against the run of play as well, it has to be said. Deary me. Not a great start to the second half, this, is it? Not a great start at all. Well, shouldn't get too overconfident here. We still are winning the game, though. We still are the better team in the game. But I'd love to get that 2-goal cushion again. Yeah, unfortunately for us, Bukayo Saka is not quite as good in this FM as he is in real life at the moment for me anyway. So, yeah, that's disappointing. 6.6 again from him today. He got a 6.2 against Aston Villa as well. That was disappointing. Centre-backs haven't been too good today, have they? You know what? Definitely a bit of a risk here, but I'm going to bring on Kivior for Jorginho and put him in midfield. Midfield hasn't been too good today. Jorginho and Partey. To be honest, I'm really struggling to find players to bring on in the games because I can't bring myself to bring on Saka or Odegaard unless we're winning comfortably. And, the other positions, we really are struggling at the moment. We really are struggling. Well, Ben White's had a poor game. But like I'm going to bring on Cedric. He's useless. Absolutely useless. Yeah, well, that's it. That's all the changes I'm making at the moment. Just one change. Well, we blow a 2-goal lead here. I'll be absolutely devastated. Here's Nosh to Krau. My word. Tomiyasu, what an interception that was. I probably should remember the fact that we have got our 3rd choice goalkeeper in goal as well, so that is definitely a problem. 13 minutes to go though. Can we win this game? I really hope we can because we are the better team in the match. This could prove very costly come end of the campaign here. We dominated this game actually. 20 shots, 9 on target, 2.67 XG. How is it only 2-1? 3 minutes of added time to go. Can we get the third goal from this corner? Kivior's there, but it's cleared. But he heads it down to Martinelli. He's on a hat-trick, of course. Saka, shoot Saka. Partey. Oh my word, it hits the post. But that's it. Thankfully, we do get the win. A bit nervy towards the end there, but we by far the better team there. How is it only 2-1? 24 shots, 10 on target for us, and a 2.95 XG. Should have been a much more comfortable win than that, let's be honest. But at the end of the day, it is a win, and we start off the Champions League with a win against Union Berlin. Well, we started off with a win, but so did PSG. They beat Real Sociedad 6-1 at home. Kolo Muani with a hat-trick there, and then Mbappe with 2 goals as well. So, yeah, they really started off very strongly. But we did face Union Berlin away from home, so it's a good start to the Champions League campaign. I really do like it. Hopefully, Real Sociedad are this useless, and we can beat them very comfortably as well in our 2 games against them. Anyway, guys, make sure you stick around. It's coming up next. We've got a very, very tough match away to Newcastle. Well, that was a nice way to start off the episode, but I think it's safe to say that we have a much sterner test here today. Away to Newcastle. They're sitting 9th in the league so far, with 8 points from their first 5 games. We're sitting 4th with 12 points though, but this is a very big game for us, and well, hopefully a draw here will be a decent result, has to be said. But after losing to Villa away 3-0, I'm not too confident about this one. In terms of the team sheet, I made a couple of changes there from the Union Berlin game. Gabriel comes back into the team. Effectively, he replaces Zinchenko, as I move Tomiyasu to the left back, and I've moved Ben White to right back. I just don't think Zinchenko is good enough defensively for a game like this. He's also very tired as well, just back from injury. So, got Tomiyasu there at left back, but I've changed him from attack to support. I've also changed Gabriel from a ball-playing defender to a central defender on defend as well. Rice comes back into the team to replace Jorginho, and Smith Rowe comes in to replace Jesus, and Martinelli starts up front. So Newcastle away from home. This is a massive test for us. Can we win it though? Let's find out. Alright, here we go against Newcastle. They got a good front three there. Gordon, Barnes and Isak. Also, well, the midfield's great as well. Guimaraes, Tonali and Joelinton. So it's a very hard game. Very hard game. They're a very good team, Newcastle. Very good team. Especially at home as well. So, as I said, a draw here. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with a draw. We've got a corner though. 4 minutes in. Martinelli to take it. It's cleared, but still got it. Odegaard, oh my word. Almost a great goal there from Odegaard. But unfortunately, it goes over the bar. We started the game as a better team at the moment. Not much has happened though, let's be honest. Look at that. Look at the sea of red there. But now Newcastle's starting to grow into the game. They yet to have a shot in the game, Newcastle. Wow, 30 minutes in. And this game is a snooze fest at the moment. Nothing is happening. We are the better team though, but nothing is happening at all. Newcastle yet to have a shot. And watch this now. Watch them have their first shot in the game and score from it. Definitely going to happen, isn't it? Of course it's going to happen. Who could have predicted that? Their first shot in the game and they score in the game. Of course they do. Of course they do. Wow, this goalkeeper situation is not very good, is it? Not very good at all. Raya and Ramsdale both injured at the same time. I don't think either of them would have done much to help that goal there, to be honest. But yeah, FM doing FM things right there. Their first shot in the game, and of course they score from it. We've been by far the better team in the first half now. We've got a free kick. Odegaard to take it. He passes it short to Smith Rowe. In today for Jesus. What can he do? Oh, Martinelli. Lovely touch. Can he score? Thought that was going in. I think the defender took it away from going in there. Come on, get a goal before half time. Odegaard with a corner. Tomiyasu. Get in. Get in there. Tomiyasu with the goal. Starting today in place of Zinchenko at left back. And we're back on level pegging. That's the least we deserve going into half time, isn't it? We've been by far the better team in the game. They've been terrible so far. Tomiyasu nutmegged Nick Pope there with his header. We go into half-time 1-1, but look at the match stats here. By far the better team in the game. They've only had that one shot in the game and won the goal from Isak. So come on, boys. I'm telling them I'm not happy. Expect to see better from you in the second half, boys. Come on. This would be a great win to have if we can win the game. Newcastle still, well, they've had 3 shots in the game now. Alright, well, Marseille is not leading the line very well as he with a 6.3 there, so we'll take him off. We'll bring on Jesus, who still hasn't scored since he scored against Chelsea. Saka is, well, apparently Saka is injured at the moment, but can't really bring him off. You know, I'm going to take Partey off. I'm going to bring on Zinchenko for him. Yeah, Zinchenko on for Partey. Zinchenko can obviously play in midfield, and I think that'll do. I think that'll do. 29 minutes to go. Newcastle been a better team in the second half so far. Now there's 20 minutes to go. Can I make any more changes here? As I said, it's very hard to bring off Saka and Odegaard, to be honest. One player I can bring off, though, is Smith Rowe. I can bring on... I'm going to bring on Trossard. Almost 15 minutes to go now. We've got a highlight. Here's Odegaard with the ball. Brilliant player, Odegaard. Oh, Tommy Asif. Still got it, though. Here's Trossard. Come on, boys. Out to Saka. Been very quiet today. Jesus! Oh, no. Oh, it's cleared, but Rice is going to get there. Brilliant player, Rice. Best player of the season so far. Been unbelievable. Here he is. The main man himself. Already the vice-captain of the club. Behind Odegaard, of course. Alright, come on, boys. Can we create a chance here? What a great win this would be at the start of the Premier League season away to Newcastle. Would be brilliant. Disappointing against Villa. Very disappointing. There's Trossard. Here he 2-1. Get in. He does make it 2-1. Get in there. Come on, boys. Come on. The referee's looking for offside here, but it didn't look like offside to me. Yeah, it wasn't offside. Get in. Get in. We take the lead in the game, deservedly so as well. We have been the better team in the game. A nice build-up there. And Odegaard passed it through to Trossard. He was way onside. And Nick Pope, I have no idea what he's doing, by the way, where he's trying to dive to. But anyway, Trossard, lovely composure there. We're 2-1 up in the game now. Get in. Less than 10 minutes to go here. Now 5 minutes to go. Don't ruin this, boys. Don't ruin it. You know what? Let's go defensive now. Let's go defensive. I'm going to bring on Kivior. I'm going to bring him on for... I'm going to bring him on for Odegaard, actually. Let's put him back there in the defence. Alright, well, as you can see there, I've gone effectively with a back 8 now in this game. And also, I've gone very defensive in the game as well. Slowing everything down. Put a low defensive line and a low block. Can we hold on to this lead? We deserve the win. We really do deserve the win here. Hopefully, nothing happens in this 6 minutes of added time. No highlights, please, FM. No highlights. Get in. What a win that is. Come on. Get in. Now I'm feeling more confident about the season now. Even with Carl Jacob Hine in the goal, we still managed to beat Newcastle very comfortably too. Where on earth were they in this game, by the way? Where on earth were they? Terrible. They were absolutely terrible. We saw one highlight from him in the game, and that was a wonder goal from Isak. The goalkeeper could have done nothing about that anyway. 5 shots, 3 on target with a 0.28 XG. Us, however, with 15 shots, 7 on target, and a 2.01 XG. That is a statement win at the start of the season here. Very disappointing the way to Aston Villa losing 3-0, but we've more than made up for that here today by beating Newcastle away 2-1. Get in. Well, I was not expecting that in today's episode, to be honest. 2-2-1 away wins against Union Berlin and Newcastle. I'm very happy about these two results here. At the moment, we're back on top of the league, as you can see, but Man City, Man United and Everton could still leapfrog us if they win their games in hand. But at the moment, we're top of the league, looking very good. 5 wins out of 6. We played Chelsea, Villa and Newcastle. I'm kind of happy with that now. I'm kind of happy with that. After being Newcastle there, I'm kind of happy with how we're looking, to be honest. And yeah, hopefully it continues for a long time to come. Well, Saka's just picked up an injury. Thankfully, though, it's only a tight groin, out for 1 to 3 days. Well, despite having both our goalkeepers missing, in both those games we've won against both Union Berlin and Newcastle away from home. So, at the moment, Ramsdale and Raya, we're not really missing them, to be honest. Next game, I've got players at home to my beloved Portsmouth. Those of you who watched FN24, my non-league to Giants save, will know why. I just ended a series off with them just 2 weeks ago. And yeah, it was a rather enjoyable series, has to be said. But no love for them in this series. I don't care about Portsmouth. Hopefully, we beat them very comfortably in the Carabao Cup there. Then we've got away to Everton coming up as well. They're having a good start to the season. Shambolic team in real life, but at the start of the season, they're looking very good. And they could also go top of the league after this game week. So that is not the easiest of games, but I'm still expecting a win there, to be honest. After that, we have 2 big games at home to PSG and at home to Liverpool. I'm hoping Ramsdale might be back for one of those games, although it might be risky to put him straight back into the goal with his quite a serious injury, but it's a needs-must situation against PSG or Liverpool. Then we've got Forest away, Real Sociedad at home, and then Wolves at home. And in terms of the next episode, guys, I'll bring you back for the North London derby away to Tottenham, and also a feature the game away to Real Sociedad in there as well. The games coming up, of course, Portsmouth at home, got to get through them in the Carabao Cup. Everton away, it's going to be tricky to start off the season well, but I'm still expecting a win there. PSG at home, Liverpool at home, they're 2 big games, of course. So hopefully we can come into the next episode still in good form and still lingering at the top of the Premier League. And talking of the Champions League, hopefully we can get some sort of result at home to PSG, even if we haven't got a goalkeeper in the goal there. Well, obviously we have some sort of goalkeeper, but not a very good one. Hopefully we can get a result there, and hopefully we can beat Real Sociedad at home as well. So who knows? Going into the next episode, things could look very rosy for us. Could have 3 wins out of 3 in the Champions League, and we could still be sitting at the top of the Premier League as well. This is a very good episode for us. 2 great 2-1 away wins. very good against both of them. And to be honest, both of those games we could have won by more of a comfortable margin, to be honest. And that's 5 wins in a row now in all competitions. Hopefully it continues for a long time to come. Anyway, guys, that is the end of this episode. Please remember that if you do like the video, hit that like button for me. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out, and much appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.